What is going on, baseballers? Welcome back to Mr. Joe's Baseball Show. I'm doing another analysis of a game here. This time we've got Jason versus Nick. This is from a very recent game. This is Gauntlet Week Game 7. This is a title match. The kind of context for this is Jason is coming off defeating me in the Gauntlet after 5 victories in a row. Jason, my cat going nuts. Jason took it over me in a 5-2 game, and now he goes on to face Nick, who was the next seed above him. And looking at the teams here, we've got Nick playing the Birdo team, Toadsworth, Boo, Bro, Fire Bro, notably. Birdo, King Boo, Wario, Paratroopa, Waluigi, and Diddy Kong. Looking at his lineup construction, I don't necessarily hate it, but I also don't love it. I do like the Toadsworth into Boo, into Bro, into Birdo. I like that a lot. But my only small gripe with it is that I like having Boo a little deeper so that he can kind of clear the bases. However, this is more of a situation where you want to get Toadsworth on than a hit with Boo to get Bro up with runners on. However, I could often see a situation where maybe Bro doesn't get pitched to, but then you do have Birdo captain, so I don't necessarily disagree with that. I think his team is pretty strong. I don't love having Waluigi behind Wario. Usually I think if he had done Paratroopa 6, Waluigi, Wario, in that order, so 6, 7, 8 would be Para, Waluigi, Wario. I like that more because then you have Wario with Chem if you want to go for the home run. If you don't, who cares? But that's just like another option that you could have, having the lineup that way. Plus, I think Waluigi is actually just a pretty consistent hitter, so I don't love that part, but I like his overall team. Having 2 heavies is not ideal. However, something I didn't mention, Bowser is banned during this. There's no Bowser in this game, so actually having these 2 heavies is very strong because you have 2 of the 3 strong heavies. While if you look at Jason's team over here, which I'm about to get to, he's got PD and DK, while I generally think that King Boo and Bro are a little better overall. So, looking at Jason's team, I love Yoshi into Captain DK, love seeing that. Then he goes into Magikoopa, which is interesting. I think the idea is if you get Yoshi on DK Banana Ball, say Yoshi doesn't score, you have Mag with the star to maybe score both of them on a double, something like that. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like personally I would go PD next and then Madge, so I could break up my star hitters, and I know DK can be used as a power hitter either way, but I feel like that might be what I would do. And then he's got Mario, PM, Luigi, Dixie, and Bones. So I don't like Luigi. Period. That's just how it is. And he could have taken Noki instead of Bones, and I'm sure he's just more comfortable with Bones, and Bones is a better character in my opinion. But Noki plays a decent left field, so you could get away with maybe like a Yoshi in center, or a Noki in center even. You don't really want Yoshi in center, but put Noki in center. She's better than Bones there. And you get your PM Chemlink, so then you could go like Yoshi, DK, PD, Madge, Mario, Noki, PM. That would be pretty nice. Noki into PM is good. It kind of turns PM into a third heavy that you desperately need with Bowser banned, in my opinion. And it feels like his lineup construction is a little strange. It kind of feels all over the place. And I don't love the end of his lineup. I understand going Bones last to get right into Yoshi. Say Bones gets a single, Yoshi gets a single. You have runners on first and second for Captain DK. You can easily score 2 runs off 1 banana, so that's obviously good. But I like Nick's team more in this situation, even though I love DK. Here, I personally, as Jason, would have gone Mario Captain because in this situation, you need to be using DK as a heavy. You want to be charge swinging almost every time with him. So it kind of throws off the balance, but DK Captain's good. There's no need to worry about it. So let's get into this game here. Skip forward a bit, and Jason is going to be the home team as he is the reigning champ after defeating me for the belt. And that was actually a really good game, so you definitely should check that one out. So he's going to lead off here. This is Nick with Toadsworth. And Jason, something you should know about him, he is an excellent pitcher, especially with the monkeys. He always puts on a performance, and you're going to see it a lot of times. And during the game, Nick actually exclaimed that pitches were not strikes, that were being called strikes, where he will throw a pitch that kind of teases the outside of the plate, and then he comes right either outside or inside on the plate at the last minute, and there's really no way of you knowing until it's too late. You can't react to it. So it's a very good, it's basically a 50-50. That was kind of a little glimpse of it there. You could see how he, if you look right here, a little bit before where the ball is, he decided to start curving out. That's not as extreme an example, but you'll probably see some stuff like that a lot. He's really gonna play with that outside corner, especially against left-handed hitters, because no way, dude. I guess he was dash glitched there, but that's going to be a bro double. It's a play that Noki would have made, as I was saying before. That's unlucky, but do you pitch to Birdo here is the question. I think you don't throw a good pitch to Birdo, because you want to see if you can burn some stars, get some swings and misses, but I think I'd rather pitch to KB. And that's exactly what you want to do. Now that you have a strike on, you have a lot more freedom to kind of, play around with the strike zone. Because he's probably gonna... He steals. I don't know if he knew that he couldn't... Okay, he gets back. So it's gonna be first and second with King Boo coming up. This is a situation where I probably don't really pitch to King Boo because I'd rather just pitch to Wario. I would much rather give up like a 1-run single than a 3-run home run. And I know obviously Wario can hit a home run as well. But it's a lot less likely than King Boo. And he's throwing some pretty dangerous pitches. He's throwing a lot of inside pitches to King Boo right now, which I don't necessarily love. And Nick decides to go for a slap hit, which is interesting. And we're sticking with the slap hit, and he's going to fly out. Yeah. I don't know if I agree with that, because say you get a single with King Boo, it's not going to score your bro from second, being such a slow character. So I'm not sure what the thought process. Maybe he was hoping he'd get one of those nasty doubles, but I don't know. So let's see what Jason can do at the plate here with Yoshi. And it's very, very important for Jason's team to get Yoshi on here, because now you want to have Yoshi on for DK, because that was his whole plan, basically. It was like, I'm going to use DK Captain to score Yoshi when he gets on in the beginning of the inning. However, now we resort to charge swinging, and I would love to see a Donkey Kong home run. I think Donkey Kong is an underrated power hitter. I don't think a lot of people use him for that because he has so many other options. He has a strong slap hit. He's got a strong star hit. But he is just as good swinging away for the fences. So far, though, Nick has been pitching very well. Absolutely embarrasses Jason that inning with, I think, 3 strikeouts. So, yeah, that's a good start from Nick, and that's Boo pitcher for you. He shows bunt. I think he's just squaring up a little bit. He wants to kind of know where he's looking at. This is a good star chance that Nick could win, because then he could just burn it right away with Para, and he's not going to get it, yeah. If Nick had won that star chance, it basically gives him a free star to just use on Para, but he is going to get it here again. So if he uses a star for a hit here, he brings up Waluigi with a runner on, and there's no star swap, and instead we're going to see a line out because he opted to not go for the star. I understand, because maybe you don't want to get a runner on when you have your Waluigi and... I forget who the guy after Waluigi is, but his weaker hitters overall, Diddy Kong. Yeah, so I definitely understand not going for the star there. Maybe I would have risked it, because if you do get the hit with the star, you get it back, so it was basically a free star. And you prevent Jason from getting one. But you know what? I don't blame him there for not going for it. And I'd love to see some runs getting started here. 2 quick strikes on Petey. And he strikes him out. That's 4 up, 4 down, all Ks for Nick right now. He is pitching very, very well to Jason. And honestly, I don't know what Jason could necessarily do about this if he keeps swinging at everything. I think Nick's pitching well, but I think Jason's really not disciplined at the plate, and that's 5 Ks in a row. This is just an impressive showing from Nick, and a bit of a disappointment at the plate for Jason so far. Although it is just the second inning, he's gonna turn his lineup over soon. But okay, so we get one on finally. He gets a runner on. Basically at this point, considering who he has up, I'm just trying to get to the top of my lineup. I don't even necessarily care about scoring runs. Obviously, you'd like to score runs if you can, but I just want to turn the lineup over, get back to the top, and just kind of start fresh. So he does, get one closer. He's going to have his 8-9 hitters, 8-9-1 next inning, which is always nice. And then we got some monkey on monkey business here. And you're going to see a lot of that from Jason. A lot of the swiveling in and out of the strike zone there. He chooses to go in. He gets bad contact, but honestly, I don't think it was a bad swing from Nick. I think that was just luck of the draw on that one. Charge pitching to Toadsworth is interesting because I find that it's very easy with Toadsworth to hit charge pitches. But honestly, the two of them are swinging at a lot of balls they just can't hit. Obviously, those would have been strikes either way, but I'm not sure. And I believe that Jason with a right-handed pitcher is better against lefties because he likes the outside thing, and Dixie has to go across the plate to pitch to a righty. While here, he can kind of tease that outside corner, which you're going to see him do, just like that. So let's see if he does it again. This time he chooses to go in, and he gets bad contact, getting a fly out. Oh yeah, and I'm going to jack the subscribe thing there. Drop a like, subscribe, turn on notifications if you like my videos. That was not in my video, but I appreciate it nonetheless. And we're going to get a line out from Dixie. Oh, unlucky for Nick there. Jason's going to get his leadoff guy on. And now he's in a good spot because you can burn a star here and get doubled up. Damn. Okay, yeah, that would have been big for Jason. Because if he had gotten on with Bones and had Yoshi up with 2 on, say you get Yoshi on and it's bases loaded for DK, you're star hitting every day of the week. But instead, a double play into a little ground ball from Yoshi, not getting much done. Let's see if Nick can get something done with Fire Bro. Something I did want to talk about with Nick is that he picks Fire Bro over Hammer Bro or Boomerang. I personally don't agree with it, but he has found success with him. So whatever works for the player is really what they should be doing, in my opinion. But I have seen situations where Nick using Fire Bro has cost him potentially games, depending on the different trajectory. For anyone who doesn't know, Fire Bro has a low trajectory, while Boomerang Bro or Hammer Bro has high trajectory. So normally, or on average rather, Fire Bro is going to hit more line drives than high balls that would go out with like Hammer Bro. And Boomerang Bro has middle trajectory. He hits to both fields. He's kind of separate from the two of them. But I've seen a lot of line drives from Nick's Fire Bro that you have to wonder, would that have gone out if it were a Hammer Bro hit because it has the high trajectory? But you'll never know. He likes fire. I think it's a mix of comfortability with the bat and also just wanting to have his little gimmick. He likes it. He likes being the fire goat, and you know what? He's earned that title. And Jason has not earned the title of DK goat. He has struck out twice now with DK, I believe. And that's gonna bring up Madge. I don't necessarily love Madge in this spot, to be honest. I get if you get him on, then you have a runner on for Petey, but yeah, this is an easy spot to pitch to Petey. I just throw really inside to him, or I guess you can get him to make bad contact. It's going to be a fly out to left field and a star chance for Nick. So, 4 innings down, and we have 3 combined hits. If you've ever seen a pitcher's duel, this is it. Let's see if one of them can crack it open, though. I'd really, yeah, that's a good Wario hit. I know a reason that Nick probably has Wario higher up is that he likes his slap hit. He's pretty happy with slap hitting with Wario rather than charge swinging. So what I had said earlier about Waluigi before Wario, maybe he disagrees because he's more comfortable with Wario's bat. But honestly, he likes Walu's bat too. So I'm surprised that he didn't do it just to give himself the option of charge swinging with Wario. But you know what? To each their own. That's going to be another single back-to-back hits for Nick. First and second, nobody out. And he's got Waluigi up. Now let's see if Waluigi can do it. I've been talking a lot about how Waluigi's he's a character Nick likes, and maybe he should play him higher in the lineup. If he can put a hit across here and load the bases, he bunts. Okay. I get it. You want to advance your runners. Yeah, I don't blame him. I think okay, he's lucky he got back in time. I think Jason may have hesitated on the throw. I don't know if I love the bunt. I think if it was like Diddy Kong up, I definitely would be bunting. But Waluigi, I think Nick's comfortable enough. However, he would want to avoid the double play, which he narrowly did. So I definitely understand going for the bunt, push your runners over, maybe just sack bunt again with Diddy Kong to, a little suicide squeeze to get a run across. In a game like this, where there are no runs scored through 5 innings, you take what you can get, and a double bunt actually may have been pretty good. But instead, he strikes out. He lines out, strikes out. So we have 2 outs now, runners on first and second, and a star hit. That is going to get a run across the board. Finally, is he going to make it to third? Yes, he will. Toadsworth coming through. That's why the Toadsworth star is so good. Because a normal Toadsworth hit there, while it may have landed, it's not going to score that run from second because it doesn't have that curved trajectory. And now Nick has taken the lead. He didn't do it with bunts, but he did it with stars. And yeah, he's putting himself in a good spot. because now he's got Boo up. He could score another run easily with any Boo hit. Just any Boo hit that gets across will score a run. A little too much on there, but you're happy because Yoshi would have caught that one. And Jason gets him with a filthy pitch. Look at this. He starts fully outside. And then he starts coming in, and if you've noticed, he's been doing this a lot, where he'll do this, and then he'll kind of he'll curve the ball like this, and he'll kind of take it on like an outside trajectory, and you can't hit that. But what he's doing now is he's kind of conditioned Nick to be used to that, and he comes right inside, right over the plate. Very hittable pitch, but he just wasn't ready for it, and he strikes Boo out looking to end the inning. Good pitching there from Jason, definitely. Holds Nick to 1 run. But he kind of has to get his offense going if he wants to see a continuation of his title reign. And not getting your leadoff guy on is tough. I actually, I like seeing righty Mario. I don't know what his default is. It may be righty. I'm going to be honest. I don't remember. But he had lefty Mario there, which I don't necessarily like. And that's a huge play. That's a 2-star win for Nick there. 2 stars in a row. And, of course, he gets Luigi on, of all characters, who I was saying was terrible before. But, yeah, big inning for Nick so far. If he can hold Jason to no runs this inning, this is probably best-case scenario. And, oof, no, look at this. That is basically as close as you can get. You can kind of tell if half the circle is in the... If half the circle is in foul territory, then it's going to be foul, and vice versa, where if half is in fair territory, it's fair. So you can kind of tell most of the time. Honestly, I couldn't really tell here. I had no way of knowing, but that's a foul ball. That's tough. You would have loved to have that. Probably would have been first and second, or it could have been even second and third with 2 outs. Albeit, but you have a star hitter coming up into Yoshi, into DK, and that's kind of what he wanted to do at the bottom of his lineup there, but instead, unlucky, foul ball, and now we're watching Nick bat, and that's, yeah, so that was a good hit, nice single, but you gotta wonder, right? You gotta wonder. He squares this ball up nicely. Look at this. He makes good contact. That's basically, that's where you want to be hitting the ball with, bro. And you have to think, if this was Hammer Bro, is that ball out? Is that ball going up and way over the fence? Because that was way gone. I don't think that would have been wall jump considering how good of contact he was making. Now, I know it didn't say perfect or nice or whatever, but you have to wonder. It's tough. You have to wonder, would that have been a home run? Then he would have been up 2-0. We would have seen, obviously, the Birdo out still happens. Maybe he does. Oh, nice wall jump from Jason there. You love to see that. These are not easy to make. That curved trajectory makes the wall jump really hard, but Jason lines it up nicely, and a perfectly executed wall jump robs that home run, keeps the game at 1. Again, you have to wonder about Fire Bro. I know it's very easy to say, oh, what if, but honestly, what if? Who knows? And that's a good star hit to lead off the inning. We're going to see Bones get on for the first time here, and now it's going to bring up the top of the lineup. This is what you want as Jason. You want to get Yoshi on here, because then you could very, very easily see DK score 2, and he's going to do it. So now we're going to have first and second, nobody out, Captain DK up. This is the easiest star hit you've ever used in your life. You just have to make contact, and you most likely will score 2 runs. Let's see if he can do it. You got to be disciplined if you're Jason. You don't want to swing at anything that you don't know you can hit. And he picks his pitch correctly. That is going to be 1 run. So he's not going to get Yoshi across. He's going for it, though. Yeah. No, I'm almost positive the ball is almost at the cutoff. Look at where the ball is. His cutoff is about to catch it. I know he doesn't have laser, but Yoshi's barely rounding third. I probably play it safe, especially looking at what you have coming up here. You have Madge on deck, who you can use stars with, who could probably score you 2 runs with a good hit. But instead you choose to send here, and here you gotta know you're getting thrown out. Like he's out by a decent amount. I know it looks pretty close, but I feel like this is the kind of thing where you just have to have a sense for when you're going to be thrown out or not. And I really don't think he should have sent his runner. I think, considering the situation, it's such a tight game. You've just tied it up. You don't want to push your luck. You have no outs still. You can easily sack bunt. You can easily star hit. I do not agree with that decision at all. So he gets thrown at the plate. a bad send, in my opinion. Gonna have to talk to the third base coach about that one. So now we're gonna see Madge. And if he lands a star hit here, Jason, come on, man. You bunted anyway. You bunted. You knew you should have bunted. Just keep your guy at third, bunt him home, steal, sack, suicide squeeze him. You know, if you suicide squeeze, you still run the same risk of getting thrown at home, but you have a much better chance of making it. And at worst, you advance DK, which you did anyway. So I don't know, a bit of a costly inning in my opinion. And this could be this could easily be a 2-1 game right now with maybe one out. Probably one out if I had to guess. You'd probably don't star hit with Madge because you want to avoid the double play. But that's not what we saw, and if he gets a hit here, that'll be big because he gets his lead, and although it would have been a 2-run lead, now he strikes out instead. I know I say instead as if like, oh, he chooses to strike out, but he does tie the game, which is good. But I have to say, I feel as though it should be a 2-1 game at the moment. And Jason's pitching has been on. You know, he's definitely been doing well. He got the long stagger. He got like the stagger catch here. If he gets the normal DK catch with the chemistry, that's probably a play. But with the long kind of off balance thing, he's not going to get through there. That was almost a really good pitch. I don't want to go back and see it because I can't do that every pitch. He threw the same one though. That's the pitch he wanted. But now Nick's going to be expecting. Interesting. I would have thought Nick would be expecting a ball going inside again, and he would have thrown it out. That's what I personally would have done. But he throws it way inside. He gets the ground out, or the fly out rather. So good for him. And Waluigi just getting eaten up by Madge there. That is an issue with Waluigi that I've noticed is if you have Magikoopa, or if the opponent has Magikoopa, nice steal from Nick. If the opponent has Magikoopa, Waluigi's hits get eaten up so much more than with King Boo or Paratrooper at third, so it is definitely something to consider if you're trying to take Waluigi more. So Nick gets his runner to second, which gives him an opportunity to maybe score on a good hit if he tries to hit and run. Look at this pitch from Jason, though. What do you do? Like, so he starts to come inside, and then he says, no, I'm going to go outside. But that's like way too late for you to react to. And I don't think Diddy Kong can hit that pitch. Yeah, like that is just, look at this pitch in motion. That's just a good pitch. The outside, inside, outside curve there. That's a hard pitch to hit, and good for Nick for holding up on that, but he does get him on the next one. And escapes the inning from the leadoff single. So we're tied 1-1, 6 hits apiece, 7th inning stretch. I think that, I don't know. I think it should be a 2-1 game. I'm not over that yet. I really just feel as though that should have been a hit. And that's gonna be that's gonna be a little strikeout for old Pianta there. And ground from Luigi, yeah, his offense is kind of stagnating. He really needs to capitalize on the top of his lineup. And honestly, I probably just bat myself out here. I know it's the meme. Dennis says it all the time, but I really do just not. I think Dennis is thinking it too. I'm watching him in the face cam. I probably bat myself out here because I want to get Bones, and he's charging, so he's thinking the same thing. Yeah, I want to get Bones into Yoshi, into DK again. I don't want to have 2 outs with Bones up. I just want to kind of get to the good part of my lineup, forget about Dixie with 2 outs. So I agree with the decision. Top of the 8th now, tied at 1 apiece. We have a real pitcher's duel going on, and I don't know if it's because they're pitching well or because they forgot how to hit or whatever, but all I know is that they're not scoring runs. I think it's a bit of both where the pitching has been really good, and then their opportunities have kind of been not capitalized entirely, especially that one inning from Jason. Sorry, I keep bringing it up, Jason, but that was a mistake on your part. And once again, we see Nick get the leadoff guy up, and this is the leadoff guy you want up, because now you have Boo up. If Boo gets a single here, you see Bro with 2 on and nobody out. And he's going to get a single. Yeah, so this is huge, and he bobbles to get the runner to third also. This does open a potential walk for Bro, but I don't think he goes for it, honestly, because then you're just going to see Birdo with bases loaded. You probably try your luck with Bro. That's a dangerous pitch to throw. But you got to be careful here, and I don't love the way he's pitching because Bro can hit that pitch. He can definitely hit that pitch that he just threw twice. He can't hit that one, though. He chooses to throw the outside one, navigates that nicely. You're not out of the weeds yet, though, because you got to pitch to Captain Birdo with 3 stars. He could swing through 3 times. Like, he has the opportunity here. But Jason is a good pitcher, and he knows what he's doing. I don't know if I agree with that, though. That was excellent. Oh, he's safe, too. That was excellent execution from Nick. Look at this. Oh, man. This is what you like to see. So you've got first and second, 1 out. You know you have the sacrifice opportunity. However, you know that Toadsworth isn't fast enough to make it on a regular bunt. So look at this. Nick steals. It's a little late of a steal, but it's enough time that his runner's already going, that he's already halfway down the line by the time the ball lands. You are almost guaranteed a hit here. Jason recognizes that, throws to first, but Birdo is still safe because Madge's arm is not good enough. Perfect execution on the suicide squeeze there from Nick. That's what I wanted to see from Jason in the other inning. But Nick does it instead, and he takes a 2-1 lead in the top of the 8th. And in a game like this, that 1 run could be all it takes. That was a nasty pitch. That 1 run could be all it takes to kind of turn the tides. I can't believe that was a strike. And Nick can't either. You kind of see him making faces in the player cam. You can't see it, but I can. Sorry, I cover him up. That's good pitching. That is just good pitching right there. Yeah, impressive job from Jason. And if he can navigate this inning, giving up only 1 run, he is in good shape. But it's scary here. Now you're seeing the charge from Wario. And that's such... He's beating up that corner, and there's nothing Nick can do about it. And he star swings. I like the star swing, but it felt like a last-ditch effort rather than like, this is my plan going into this. So I don't know if I necessarily agree with it. But now here's the part of Jason's lineup that he wants to see. You want to get on with Bones here. He burns a star, which I don't think you can go for another star because you want to save your star for DK, and God forbid you get out or strike out in the next star swing. You're not winning the star chance, and then you have to bank on maybe you get one with Yoshi. So yeah, I think he recognized that. He's gonna hold on to his stars, hope he can get a single. That was basically what he's banking on, and he didn't get the star chance with Yoshi either. So good job holding on to his star because a Yoshi single still gives him the DK opportunity to score from first. So let's see if he can get that done. Yeah. Unlucky. Nick's just pitching too well. He's pitching too early now, and I agree with the charge swing because you just you want to get a run across. Is that a star chance though? No star chance. Yeah, definitely agree with the star swing because you want to just get a run across the board. You want to do what you can to tie the game. Good contact there. He probably gets a home run. So I agree with it. It's unfortunately not the outcome you're looking for, and Nick kind of poised to take this one. He's been pitching very well, and again we look back to that blunder where Jason probably should have held his runner, and it'd probably be a tie ball game right now. Who knows? It could have extended the inning even. But Jason navigates that first batter pretty well. We're going to see Waluigi, and I would expect either a strikeout or Madge gobbling this one up because Waluigi against Madge is just a very unfavorable matchup for Waluigi at the plate. But he puts one right up the middle. Okay, you don't see that too often with Waluigi, but you love to see it. Okay, Waluigi gets it done. Now, Diddy Kong, if you can get Diddy on, have first and second for Toadsworth with stars, you could probably score at least 1 run, a perfect steal, and he turns that single with Waluigi into a double just like that. Excellent execution. He knows that he has Dixie Kong and Luigi at catcher, so a long windup from the pitcher alongside a terrible arm at the plate. You can be stealing on him like crazy. Now, he did strike out there, but what I was saying before about Toadsworth star having the potential to score the runner if Diddy gets on, that's still true because now Waluigi's on second. He's in scoring position, and that's going to do it. Okay, yeah, it's a 3-1 ball game. He holds up on X, and he's going to score, unfortunately, thrown out at second. But you know what? In a game like this, although it's a bit of a blunder, you're going to take that. You're going to be, okay, yes, I know I could have had second base, a run scored, boo up, but I will take my run, and Jason finally using the Madge star hit for a single. Would have loved to get 2 there, but I don't think it was feasible. You probably walk Petey here, pitch to Mario, no stars, and he does just that. I think a Madge double wouldn't have made a difference. Petey's getting the free base regardless. Now let's see what we get here from Nick. We have an interesting situation here. He thought about changing his fielders, but instead we're going to stick with what we got. Jason, a single here from Mario will load the bases for PM, which, walk-off grand slam from PM, that would be hype. He lays down a nice bunt. It's a fair ball, too. Okay, yeah, excellent bunt there. You want to advance your runners, you can take the one out because there were no outs at the time, and now a PM hit can put two across the plate and tie this game up. And that would be awesome, in my opinion. I think he could have crushed that one, honestly. But you know what? You can take when you have no strikes, and he's got a good eye here. It's a 3-1 count. He probably okay. So you get a sac fly. It's a 1-run ball game, and you have Luigi, just the guy you want up. You have 2 outs in Luigi. This is not the lineup you love to see, especially with your title reign and the gauntlet on the line. But a good hit and run from Luigi could score, or even just a good hit. Nick's thinking right now he's not sure what he wants to do, and I'm not sure why. I guess it's, do you want to pitch to Luigi or do you want to pitch to Dixie rather? I don't know why you wouldn't pitch to Luigi, honestly. Do you think Luigi scores PD from second? I don't think so. I feel like you pitch to Luigi. If he gets a hit, he gets a hit. Maybe you set up the force at all bases if you don't, and no way he scores there, right? Oh my god. Really? I mean, I guess that's like the perfect hit. This is like the only spot I think he could have hit it to where PD scores, because PD is dog crap slow. Like he's really slow. He's 1 speed. And notably, Nick doesn't have laser in his infield besides Waluigi, who has like fake laser because it's not that good. But he doesn't have one of the good laser characters, so that's something to consider, looking at this. So I guess, you hit it in the exact right spot. Diddy can't get the ball in fast enough, and you're going to just barely. You're going to see a tie game. Yeah, so Dennis was really looking for a walk there. You guys couldn't see in the commentator cam, but Dennis wanted to walk bad because he thought that Dixie's easier to pitch to. A big note is that Dixie is probably easy to hold the runner on with because you're going to hit left field, but he still doesn't have a cutoff, so I don't know. But it's a tie game, Jason's blunder has not come back to bite him. The game will be going to extra innings if he doesn't score here, which he doesn't. So yeah, we're going to see the 10th inning, and Nick does have quite a ferocious lineup coming up, though. He's got Boo into Bro, into Birdo captain with a star. So yeah, Jason's got to be absolute lights out here if he wants to hold on to this belt. And yeah, that's not the start you want to see, because now you have to. You got to pitch to Bro. Like, you do, I think. I don't know if you can afford to walk him, because you're going to have Birdo, and Birdo can easily score a runner from second. Now, I know, like, a 2-run home run is worse than just the 1 run off maybe a Birdo, an egg, but that also sets you up probably second and third with King Boo coming up, and then you load the bases, no outs, and that's not what you're looking for. So yeah, this is a dangerous spot. I basically don't throw a strike until he burns that star. You just hope for the star burn. And he tries to do that, but unfortunately does not jump there, and that's going to make it first and second for King Boo. And this is a scary spot where I probably walk King Boo, honestly, because I don't want to give up a 3-run shot. I'd rather Wario, he puts maybe a single across the board, scores a run. That's manageable, but King Boo 3... yeah. There's nothing you can do about that one. This is a bad pitch. He throws it way too much over the plate. Look at this. He tries... This is what I was saying about Dixie Kong being better against lefties than righties. The righties, she has to come all the way across the plate. And Nick squares that up perfectly. Nothing Mario can do. He's too slow. He can't make that angle. You could see, like, he's not even close. Toadette maybe makes that, and that's probably it. So yeah, unfortunate there for Jason. You throw a bad pitch. King Boo puts one over the fence, and you are suddenly down 3 runs in a game where you only managed to scrape up 3 runs in 9 innings. You got to do it, and maybe even then some in 1. Yeah, not a great spot. Got to win the star though, so you get that at least. He gets the star, a bit of a consolation prize in my opinion. Gets out of the inning, but he's got to put up 3 runs. And who does he have coming up? All right, I mean, this is the lineup to do it with. You got 2 stars. You want to star with Bones here to get him on, and you foul it. That's tough. Now you can't star now. You got to go for the single, and you're going to ground out instead. You got to get Yoshi on because even though, you know, a DK Banana Ball is going to win the game for you, it's going to keep your inning going, maybe score a run if you get Yoshi on. So, yeah, it's basically desperation mode now for Jason, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And Nick's pitching is just, it's been really good all game, and it's really just showing right here. Nick's been outplaying him, and finally was able to put a hole in Jason's pitching. That is a filthy fucking pitch. Look at that. That barely catches the plate. Really, really good pitching. And now, I think you just slap it with DK for the first time this game. You slap it with DK. You hope to punch one to left field and extend your inning, get Madge up, star swing probably. You just got to keep the line moving, and that's what we're gonna see here. So now a Madge star hit makes it potentially first and second for Petey, who probably gets walked, but who knows? Okay. Second and third for Petey. No, DK's scoring. Wow. Okay. He doesn't go. I understand because the 1 run's not going to change the game for you. Petey gets the freest pass of all time. Now Jason's got something. He's got something brewing here. A Mario single definitely does it. It'll put 2 runs across the board and make it a 1-run game for PM, who could potentially end it. Gets him swinging on that one. Jason is notorious for saying that Mario sucks and that pitching to Mario is easy, and he's kind of he's on the other end of it, and he's showing that may be true. He's down to his final strike, and Nick gets him swinging. That is the game, ladies and gentlemen. Nick takes the belt from Jason, 6-3, an absolute nail biter until Nick really cracked it open, but Jason putting up an effort there in the bottom of the 10th, but he cannot get it done. I have to say, I think that Nick played significantly better. Pitching-wise, I think Jason threw a couple bad pitches. He had good pitching performance overall, but he really threw some bad pitches in bad spots, and that's definitely not something that you want to do. But yeah, unfortunate there for Jason. He did have his 1-day title reign, so congratulations to him. Congrats to Nick for taking the belt there. King Boo, obviously a well-deserved MVP there. But yeah, I think it came down to really Jason. He blundered that base running in that 1 inning where he could have scored. He shouldn't have sent Yoshi. Could have scored him on the next maybe a bunt or something like that. So that probably would have prevented the game from going into extras. But who knows? Who's to say? If you guys enjoyed this video, my analysis of this game, my rundown of it, please drop a like, subscribe, and comment on what you thought about it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.